What's up, everybody? I know it's been over a year since I've uploaded. It's just this pandemic's been really grinding on my gears, and I just wanted to take a break from YouTube. So, I'm back. And what a way for me to be back, because right now it's just about 12:30 where I'm at, right here in Virginia. So, happy Memorial Day, by the way. But right now I just want to get into why Monday Night Raw is in the horrific state it's in right now. First of all, let's start on the rematches. Rematches. We see so much stuff. The matches we've already seen like a multitude of times already. Like Charlotte versus Asuka, for example. It's like we see it like every week on Monday Night Raw. Every week. Saw it every week. We get it. They have great chemistry in the ring, but we don't need to see it all the time. After a while, it gets boring. Like it's like having the same thing for dinner over and over again. If you have mac and cheese, if you eat nothing but mac and cheese if you eat nothing but mac and cheese for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next month, aren't you gonna get sick of it after 4 days or so? Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a second. Hang on one second. Alright. Okay. Another reason. Oh, these god awful segments. Alexa's Playground. Like, I get it. I know Alexa's trying. I can see, like, she's trying her best to convey this really creepy character. And she's pulling it off here and there. Here and there, she manages to pull it off. But it just doesn't work without Bray. Like Miz TV every week. And tonight being the worst one. Drip. Johnny Drip Drip. Johnny Drip Drip. Really. I know like they trying to make him sound cool, but Johnny Drip Drip? And what the hell are they doing to the Miz, huh? A little over a few months ago, he was WWE champion. A reign that only lasted 8 days. Days, which was predictable. Well, at least the title's on Lashley now, and it's not going anywhere, and it's not leaving Lashley until at least SummerSlam. Hopefully, Lesnar comes back. But Johnny Drip Drip, and tonight Morrison brought out something called a drip stick, which can be taken out of context in so many ways, which I will not get into in hopes of keeping this on YouTube. I mean, like, I won't get into the details of how dripstick can be taken out of context. And yeah. Oh, and the burials. Oh, the burials. Don't get me sorry if I'm stuttering and lagging a bit, guys. I'm just tired and allergies, but I really wanted to hop on here. Sorry if I'm lagging a bit. But the burials. Don't get me started on the burials, especially from NXT and New Japan. And the one. Andrade, Bo Dallas, Nakamura, or Shayna Baszler. More on her in a bit. Damian Priest. More on him in a bit as well. Bo Dallas. Did I say Shinsuke already? No, whatever. You get my point. The list goes on and on. The Ascension. Ugh. They got it. I think the Ascension got it. Out of the mistreated NXT call-ups, out of all the mistreated NXT call-ups, the Ascension's been one of the worst ones. Well, they're not there anymore, so. But I'm going to focus on two. mistreated call-ups on Raw right now. First is Damian Priest. Damian Priest is someone I've really been high on. I like the guy. He was one of my favorites at NXT, and when he won the NXT North American title in that ladder match, I was friggin' elated. I actually pounded my bed out of excitement. And I honestly thought he was gonna be a really big thing. But I should have known better. It's coming to Vince and Bruce. But if you really want to see Damian Priest at his best, every now and then, just to remind myself that Priest is a legit badass, I go back and watch his Ring of Honor work as Punishment Martinez. Punishment Martinez, when Priest was Punishment Martinez, that's when he was booked like a legit badass. He was putting people out. He was putting people out just running through people. Running through people like a serious contender. He actually won Survival of the Fittest in 2017, but he didn't win he didn't win the Ring of Honor World Championship, which I'm sad about. But in NXT, he was cool, and what made him cool was the little things, the subtle things, like they cut out half of Priest's intro, the if you watch his intro in NXT, the happens 4 times, whereas on the main roster it only happens twice. But at least he has pyro now, so I will give him that. They gave him pyro, but they're booking him like just hurts. It's like the same guy that. Oh, and they also got rid of his stairline. If you don't know what I meant, it's when he would climb the stairs to get in the ring, he would grab the ring post and lean off of it, and go oh. Another subtle thing that made Damian Priest look like an ultra level, cool guy. Okay. Oh, and they changed the name of his finisher to Hit the Lights. Hit the Lights. It was perfect as the Reckoning. I get that. I can get why you don't want to get the names confused when Reckoning, Mia Yim, was on Raw's Retribution, but now she ain't anymore, so call his finishing move the Reckoning again. Take another sip of Mountain Dew. There I am. Hang on one second, guys. Sorry about that. Phone dropped my phone. All right, I'm back. And they took away what made Damian Priest so unique. They made him just like any other generic. I wouldn't say generic, but any other. They had him wrestling surrounded by zombies. Zombies. Undead brain-eating freak shows. This is a man who I honestly thought was going to be, when he was called up for Raw, I was honestly excited. But when that rumor backstage flew around that he was actually going to SmackDown, because that he was backstage at SmackDown, I was personally hoping he would go to SmackDown, but no. When I knew he was on Raw, I knew Vince was probably going to fuck him over, and boy did he ever. If he would have been on SmackDown, I probably would have had him being Universal Champion by the end of 2021. Anyhow. I feel a sneeze. Hang on. Sorry about that, guys. I got damn allergies, man. And Shayna Baszler. Where to begin with Shayna Baszler? Oh, man. Okay. Shayna. They are doing you wrong. When Shayna Baszler was in NXT, she was booked as the most dominant and dangerous force in the entire women's division. Easily the most dominant NXT Women's Champion in the history of it. The most dominant NXT Women's Champion in NXT's history. And yes, that includes Asuka. Let's go. Whereas for me, you have to, if you're going to be like a dominant heel champion, you can't just be like good in the ring. Like you can't just be like, yeah, well, good in the ring. Well, you have to be good in the ring, but you can't just be like, if you want to be like a ruthless heel champion, you have to have that vicious side, and that vicious side was what made Shayna Baszler so great. Well, she was choking out. Whereas in her NXT reign, in her second NXT Women's title reign, she was choking out competitor after competitor after competitor. Editor, and she broke a few arms. Dakota Kai being the most notable. And when she lost the title to Rhea Ripley, it actually felt like a big deal. Like it actually felt like Rhea Ripley was that big monster slayer type character. Well, I'm gonna get into Rhea Ripley in a bit. Okay. But Shayna Baszler on the main roster gets easily distracted by fire and loses to a sommelier. How does that make any sense whatsoever? Oh, that's right, it don't. Damn allergies. And it's not just that. She's putting a tag team with Nia Jax now. I'm not knocking Nia. Nia isn't the best in the ring. She isn't the best in the ring, but I believe for everyone, there's room for improvement. I believe that there's room for improvement for everyone. But Shayna Baszler just works better when she's alone, solo. When Shayna Baszler was getting into the main roster, Shayna Baszler's just one of those talents like you cannot alter in any way. Like you have to leave her as she is. Like WrestleMania 36 was the perfect time to make her Raw Women's Champion and just rip apart everybody in the Raw Women's division. Instead, you made her lose to Becky, and ever since then, you've treated her as a joke. A joke. And that is not what Shayna Baszler is. we don't want like stereotypical bully Shayna Baszler. We want arm snapper, we want limb snapper, tendon error, error, tendon tear. What's the term I'm looking for? Competitor put into sleeping. I don't know if that's an official term, but whatever. Competitor put into sleeping. Shayna Baszler. The NXT Shayna Baszler. That's the Shayna Baszler we need on the main roster. You started out great with her, Vince. You did. I'll give you that. They started out great with Shayna. Her taking a bite out of Becky's neck and then having her eliminate every single opponent in the Elimination Chamber. Amber, you started out great with her. But the moment she lost to Becky Lynch at WrestleMania 36 was when it started going downhill for Shayna. Rhea Ripley. When she was in NXT, a lot of people forget that Rhea Ripley was the first NXT UK Women's Champion. I mean, she was, and when forgive me if I lack a lot, allergies, guys. And when she beat Shayna Baszler to become NXT Women's Champion, it felt like a really big moment. Fans got in the ring to celebrate, something you rarely ever see anymore. And I guess the old adage rings true. Everything Triple H creates, Vince McMahon finds a way to destroy. And yes, Rhea might be the Raw Women's Champion, but she does not feel like a champion whatsoever. Hell in a Cell, we all know the title's going back on Charlotte. Come on. We all know it's going. Moron. We all know the title's going back on Charlotte. Let's be real. Possibly even as early as Hell in a Cell. Who knows? Quiet down your engines, you morons. Get a muffler or something. Alright. I'm not like these. I think we want all wrestling to succeed. We do. As fans, we all want it to succeed, except for petty ass bastards of the IWC. Now, well, I shouldn't say petty ass bastards, but you get what I mean. I wouldn't say petty ass bastards, but come on. You just like to find fault so you can laugh at it. I want wrestling to succeed. I want it to be good. We want all wrestling to succeed. And the thing that's most upsetting is, how could we go? How can you? Last Sunday was Double or Nothing. How can we go from being on the edge of our seats nearly the whole damn show to fighting, on Sunday to Monday, fighting to not change the channel? how. Double or Nothing was probably the best wrestling show, probably the best professional wrestling show of 2021 so far. And then you have Monday Night Raw. This show sucks. And right now, when Cross eventually loses the title, it's not going to happen in your house. But when Cross, somewhere down the line, eventually loses the title and he eventually gets called up, I am praying to God he goes to SmackDown. Because at least he's going to get used somewhat better there. Whereas if he's on Raw, he'll probably just be thrown into another tag team. He'll probably just be thrown into a tag team with some joker, like, dare I say, Riddle when Randy Orton eventually turns on him. Which we all know is going to happen. Riddle's going to turn on... Orton's going to turn on Riddle. We know that's coming. Not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Cross will probably be thrown into some random tag team with Riddle if he's on Raw. If Riddle and Cross are both on Raw. But if they're both on SmackDown, I could see Matt Riddle getting his first name back and Cross being a serious contender for the Universal Championship. Anyhow, that's about my whole gripes at this show. No logic. I'm not going to get into all of that because I'm getting tired and the allergies are starting to really hurt. So that's really all I have to say about Raw. I tweet about it every week. And I'm just about out of energy with this show. Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more videos, and I'm back on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at AaronKing1004. Capital A, capital. The first A of my name is capitalized. The K is capitalized. 1004. My Twitter handle is at AaronKing1004. Capitalized first A and capitalized K. And my Instagram is AaronKing46. All lowercase. 46 is numbers, not the actual words 46. AaronKing46. AaronKing46 numbers. So follow me on both those platforms. Follow me on those platforms. Again, Twitter at AaronKing1004 and Instagram AaronKing46. All right. Peace.